dragon. Heed my call. Your will is mine to command. Curses. This arrival of the true Arisen is most inopportune. Sovereign of Vermin, the ritual must not be disturbed. Let not the Arisen approach. You can manage that, I trust.
It is of vital import that we have a word with Lord Phases. The pretender... I'll combine my magic with yours, but you might cast the spell more.
Your efforts are for naught, Arisen. Now, simply watch as this world's hollow and fruitless order is remade by my hand. The ritual is complete. The dragon comes. Behold! The Royce Dragon! By my power, the Dogma of Dragons is unmade. You could ne'er understand, Arisen. We must all be freed from the vulgar order wherein the dragon's existence determines all. Not enough. Cursed Arisen. You've doomed us all to the cycle. And you...
Greetings, Arisen. Hast thou summoned the resolution to face me? Then answer me this. Why dost thou fight? Is it to reclaim thy flesh, thy stolen heart? Or is it to reclaim thy throne? I offer thee a choice. Grant unto me this life in my claws, and be gone from this place. Or stand and fight. Pitiable Arisen. The time for thou to make thy choice is come. Show me the path thou wouldst walk. Go, and thou shalt live to claim thy coveted throne. Intriguing. This then is thy will. must fulfill our charges. I, as the dragon, and thou as the Arisen. Climb upon me. We shall depart for our true battlefield. Thou wishest to dismantle the world's will, just as I do. Yet dost thou know what awaiteth the world, should it meet such a... Fate would become a fleeting, fragile, vacuous thing, bereft of the cycle. Naught would be born into its save chaos, great and terrible. Surviving in such a world would be no simple matter. The world shall not change. Upon us. We must decide a victor, and in so doing, form a link in the chain that bindeth this wheel. Tell me, Arisen, what is thy desire? Is it to slay the dragon, thereby delivering
sure to give its breath a wide berth. Faded
even after battle, thou hast met with the pitiable this world has thou.
shall draw its focus. So, here we are. The fated...
Dost thou not fear the fall? What formidable resolve! Art thou content to fall here, Arisen?
Master, there's a sizable ballista up on yon cliff. It will greatly aid us in this battle if we can but reach it. The quickest way would be to grab hold of the dragon and wait for it to take wing.
Strike the exposed heart! Of course. Evade its fiery breath, and strike ere it recovers! True enough. Fire must be put out ere our comrade burns!
Thou hast trained well, Arisen.
I shall draw its focus. Now, Master! Give no quarter! Its heart is most vulnerable. Killing its pulse is no mean feat. It can't be done. Right to the heart, right?
On the path of ruin.
Dragon's magics are fierce and mighty. Take care they do not catch you unawares.
Now thou wilt witness my true strength.
Be sure to give its breath a wide berth. Evade it carefully, then watch for an opening.
Come, Arisen.
Must needs throw it off balance if we are to lay bare its vulnerabilities. Mayhap we could try climbing onto its back. I shall draw its focus. Are you all right? We needn't push us. I shall draw its focus. Avoid its onslaught, and strike the moment an opportunity presents itself.
Demonstrate thy will. throughout the world form a ring, an unending cycle. All is preordained. Even my death at thine hands. Yet perhaps thy will is great enough to put an end to it.
Why do you pursue me, Arisen? You have fulfilled your charge, are you not satisfied? Seek you greater status? Perhaps to rule the world entire? It is power you desire, you need merely spy out the path.
The choice is thine, Arisen. By thy will alone can the course of the winners of fate be altered.
You would still resist your fate. Understand you the folly of such a decision. Even the beating of your reclaimed heart was born of the great will of this world. Yet you would abandon it. Everything in this world, all that you have come to know as reality, is the creation of the Great Will. Should that will be lost, no mortal being could survive. However, if regret yet assails your spirit, then perhaps you should reaffirm your choice. Witness with your own eyes, or through the eyes of another, the fate of this world.
Thou wishest to dismantle the world's will, just as I do. Yet dost thou know what awaiteth the world, should it meet such a fate? 'Twould become a fleeting, fragile, wondrous thing, bereft of the sun. not too late. The hour is upon us. We must decide a victor, and in so doing, form a link in the chain that bindeth this wheel. Tell me, Arisen, what is thy desire? Is it to slay the dragon, thereby living Thy will alone doth the world form a ring, an unending cycle. certain end to it.
Why do you pursue me, Arisen? You have fulfilled your charge, are you not satisfied? Seek you greater status? Perhaps to rule the world entire? It is power you desire, you need merely spy out the path.
Choice is thine, Arisen. By thy will alone can the course of the winners of fate be altered.
You would still resist your fate. Understand you the folly of such a decision. Even the beating of your reclaimed heart was born of the great will of this world. Yet you would abandon it. Everything in this world, all that you have come to know as reality, is the creation of the Great Will. Should that will be lost, no mortal being could survive. However, if regret yet assails your spirit, then perhaps you should reaffirm your choice. Witness with your own eyes, or through the eyes of another, the fate of this world.
It is thy will to defend the world, then thou needst simply bring me low. Yet what reason hast thou to attempt such a feat? I need merely look into thine eyes to know the answer to that. Thou wishest to dismantle the world's will, just as I do. Yet dost thou know what awaiteth the world, should it meet such a fate? Put me, Capcom.
No, stay away.
Pray. Turn back.
Leave now, while you can.
You have strayed, Arisen. And for what? Lest you forget. You have a world where you belong. There, you are to fell the great evil in your path and rule the people as their sovereign. For that is who you are. And it is my wish that you should live out that life of purpose. The time has come for you to return. Go. My children shall see you there safely.
Let us go home. Together.
To a world under your rightful rule.
To a world all your own.
This is your will? Then behold, a world unmerciful, bereft with benevolent hands and eyes. You find it strange. But this is your world. The world to which you longed to return. Alas, if only you had chosen to become sovereign. At the end of your travails, you could have ruled over these lands in perpetual peace. Yet that world of limitless possibilities has ended. You stand now upon its remains, the vestiges of a world that could have been so much more. Innumerable wills have served to deliver this world from extinction time and time again. You alone have refused to carry out that great purpose. What you see before you is the consequence of your apathy. Behold. As it has failed to be chosen, and as 'twill ne'er be read, this world will soon cease to exist. In the blink of an eye, the sickle of oblivion will reap aught that you have known. I would advise you not to waste these last moments. Explore the remnants of this world while you can. Perhaps, in doing so, you shall come to see the truth. And know the wretchedness of a world unworthy of being chronicled. How shall you fare, I wonder? Will you endure in this world, abandoned and unprotected?
Here we go again.
Oh, crystal strength, Arisen!
Fell from the beast as it breathed its last. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
What has become of the world? Would that there were someone who could explain this madness. A door of sturdy make. 'Twill be impassable without the key. Your pawn is nowhere to be seen, Master. But where would a pawn possibly go, leaving their own master behind? We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
This looks as good a place as any. Interested in my wares?
Welcome, and well met. Always a pleasure.
Our packs are heavier?
If this is where I fall, so be it.
Well met. Oh, what does this say? The so-called Forbidden Magic Research Lab appears to have been constructed rather recently.
I'm in no rush.
What am I to do?
So disparaging of ourselves. The same is true of you, is it not? We have faith that you will not abandon us in our hour of need.
You're the Arisen, aye? And here I had taken you for dead. I am to inform you that Lord Phasis requests your presence at the Forbidden Magic Research Lab. As to whether you heed him, I care not.
We should like to visit the city alone, We shall not allow this.
Sluggards. I'm sure I can handle this. Quite sure.
I've got to I shall have to polish my equipment later.
What has become of the world? Would that there were someone who could explain this madness.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
Not much going on. Now, what could this mean?
Perhaps the theorem will provide some insight.
Ah, Arisen. You yet live. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. Or perhaps something more. In any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Is there aught you would know? Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is upon us. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies and fell upon the land with fang and claw. Laz the Oracle called upon me ere you arrived. As she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the beasts. 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the rest of the kingdom follows suit. I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside near Batal. Recognizing your pawn, I decided to take the ailing thing into my custody. I thought it possible that the Arisen's pawn might hold the key to making sense of all this madness. Alas, try what I might, your pawn will not wake. Mayhap you will succeed where I could not. The pawn is, after all, yours to command. Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies and fell upon the land with fang and claw. Luz the Oracle called, as she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the beasts. 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the... Indeed, then I shall take my turn. In your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information. But as you have returned, I would hear the truth from your lips. Tell me, Arisen, what became of you this past month? So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, some mysterious presence reached out to you. Could that have been the World Forged? Yet why would such a being linger in those fathomless depths? I can only speculate. And speculate I shall. This ought to prove a fruitful avenue of investigation. For that I thank you. Now, if you can find a way to end this interminable slumber, your pawn is, of course, free to rejoin you.
Oh, Master! How long I've slept. Far too long, it seems. But worry not. Now that I am awake, I shall follow wherever you lead.
Anyone gives me trouble, they'll taste steel.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can... What has become of the world?
All seems well here, but you can ne'er be sure.
We shall await you here, Master.
Does life have meaning? Or is all we do in peril can result from a moment?
Something smells good. Monsters range nearer than e'er they dared before.
my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern. Can't remember the last time
such as only I wearing it. Not to accept life as it's upside down. As well hang it out. I'm in no rush. It is busy out today.
I'm inside.
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay waste to the land. Or so I had assumed, after what befell Melv. Yet aught here appears to be different. Has our ruin been forestalled, or merely postponed? I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins of this cataclysm.
Many paths are closed to us now. On account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt. Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
trifled with. That's enough.
This ain't good.
Glorious!
Have my protection.
It seems this is the only way forward. Up we go. Naught can be achieved without sacrifice. Follow me.
This battle is ours.
Enough time. Follow me.
Saved. Thank you, Arisen.
Enough dallying. Follow me. A fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us. Principle.
From bad to worse. We're done for.
Naught can be achieved without sacrifice.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Beast fell powers are twice as terrible in the flesh. Alas, a theory unprovable as of little practical use.
During my time I found myself in a strange state. My mind was perpetually clear.
Few know the real nature of the dragon. There it is! The dragon at the heart of all this destruction.
precious little time.
Should have sent me sight slower.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Now, mayhap you'll think twice before doubting what I tell you, eh? No one believes a word I say. All I say is true. Why should I lie?
As a matter of fact, have you always pursued your current vocation over the course of your journey with the Arisen? No. I was once a fighter, safeguarding our master with shield in hand.
I'll work till my back.
I'll have nightmares if I let myself worry over much. Not much fun to be had around here.
Suppose I'd best be heading home.
My legs are fair numb.
He's quiet about it.
This is the piece.
It is high time I made for home. There's a calm in the air, officer.
Skeletons! Ah! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness! Where you do not succumb to frostbite! Leave an opening! Focus your attack! The blast is true, and our quarry shall fall! Nicely done! Come, follow my example! Well said.
should your pack grow over full, have no fear.
So close a call offers no solace in victory. What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversity.
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of vermin. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied, and sought e'er greater heights, till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One, the being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this world goes unobserved. As to the purpose with which they watch, I know not. Yet I did divine one thing. This world has lain neath the Watching One's unwavering gaze ere the dawn of its history. I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a stage, did that not render my hard-won glories, my throne astride the world, mere spectacles for the all-seeing eye to watch? Aye, 'twas all a farce, and I, the fool, exulting in my wooden crown. Do you understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why I sought to fell the Watching One. Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, be they man or woman, human or beastman, young or old, I did not succeed. Indeed, my efforts led only to my own ruin. I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of a new Arisen, consigned to this place forevermore. Yet, I can only assume that you have achieved what I could not. How else to explain the changes I sense in the world? Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness the outcome for myself. Falter not, newest of the Arisen, for your path is just, and fading spirit though I am, I may yet summon those who can be of aid to you.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead them here. For this place may chance to escape the coming destruction.
I imagine the people of this world will welcome the tidings that there is a place of refuge awaiting them. Right you are.
We too once bore the mantle of Arisen, though no longer. As we walked our respective paths, each of us lost the incomparable strength of will that made us Arisen. One in despair of the dragon's boundless might, one in pursuit of vengeance's cold comfort, and one for fear of what fate held in store. Yet you bear it still, Arisen One. Hold fast to your strength of will, for it shall doubtless lend you the strength you will need to spare this world its end. Hold fast to your strength. It shall doubtless lend you the strength.
The Mad Sovereign's power yet girds this place. It could prove the last bastion of hope for the people of this world. Alas, 'twill not hold forever. The coming destruction can only truly be forestalled if 'tis sundered at its heart. The coming destruction...
Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. I myself learned the art by deciphering ancient texts. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall harness it to your benefit. This world is far removed from the one I know. Then go. Since times of eld, remember. Draconic, then I bid ye farewell.
The coming
Hold fast to your strength. It shall doubtless lend you the strength you...
Since remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Then I bid ye farewell.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Welcome.
Your Majesty, how glad I am to see you safe. Where have you been this past month? The end of the world. Are things truly so dire? Though, I am aware of the dragon attack on Melv. We received word that naught but a smoking ruin remains. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. However, without a clear path, we in the Guard shall be hard-pressed to forestall the impending crisis. You would have me evacuate the city? I see. Mayhap 'twould be for the best. Ever since the fall of Melv, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are next to be assailed. If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe we have naught to lose by seeking sanctuary. But I doubt I could convince the people of this city to abandon their homes, however terrified they may be. Methinks your Majesty would do better to ask this of the Regent King. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, His Grace has been the one keeping order here in Vermont. If the people will heed anyone, 'tis him.
Maintaining order in Vermont must be quite a burden upon the young Regent King. Let us aid him however we may. By your leave.
Pray, speak with the Regent King, your Majesty. His Grace has kept order here in the city ever since the false sovereign vanished. If the people would heed anyone, I believe 'tis him.
Mayhap we could bring the people to the Seafloor Shrine. I expect 'twould grant us a bit more time, but will the people do as we suggest? The crux of the problem is how best to convince them.
Interested in my wares?
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say. This is no good. I can't let myself get distracted. Hail.
I'm not taking any passengers.
We shall remain here.
That such peace reign eternal.
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal, a full-scale evacuation of the citizenry. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear of going the way of Melv. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild for aid. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has set herself stubbornly against any such flight. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late she has taken to shutting herself in her chambers. However, I fear that my position permits me to entertain her fancy no longer. I must put the needs of the common folk before her selfish whims. Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate, and I would fain welcome your assistance. We will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out of the city. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station in the west of the city for their use? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot any and all expenses. Would you be so kind as to petition the merchant at the ox cart station? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot...
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me, I fear for her health. Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me, I fear for her health.
Such peace reigned eternal.
Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? Well, far be it from me to deny you. But I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for I have no regrets. All I did for my darling son. So do as you will. I have no intention of begging for mercy. Do with me as you will. I care not what befalls me now. What are you doing? Unhand me at once! Guards! Help me!
You have brought Mother to me, I see. My thanks, friend. You have done me a great service.
Sven.
You may leave us. Now that we can speak without a door twixt us, I am confident that I can persuade her. Yes? I know not what to make of this. Yes? Would you be you may assure him that the Royal Treasury will... Would you be so kind? You may assure him that the Royal Treasury...
It's a thankless job, this.
Now, how best to proceed? That's such peace.
It's nice.
Number of us shall return to my feet in a moment.
I know this is a luxury I can barely afford.
I'd sooner stay out to the back.
Not sure how much longer I can hold out.
As long as I get my gold, who takes the carts is no concern of mine. His Grace is welcome to them.
We have chartered the ox carts as requested. 'Tis a pleasant change for things to go so smoothly, eh, Master? Well said.
Mayhap I really would have been better off.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny they have their uses. If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your own benefit. Yet in truth, you sought to better the lot of our people.
Ah, but I would have benefited. And handsomely at that. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud. I wished to see my own son on the throne, and no other.
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided, had I only been more attentive. If I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in your burdens. You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together, we could have walked a better path.
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. You need not fall with this city. I would not see you take your crimes wholly on your own shoulders. That weight is as much mine to bear as 'tis yours.
My son, you truly would make a fine and goodly ruler. Your kindness will save many lives. Of that I have no doubt.
Ah, you've returned. How fares your procurement of those carts? You do? My thanks. That puts paid to the last of our preparations. I will inform the citizenry forthwith.
Do with me as you will. I care not what the...
Thank you.
Peril can result from a moment's impulsion.
Arni Atahir.
Vindamun. Nun lia tilmo.
Ronde Minotaur.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be...
I'll use this chance to commit...
Please dispense with the formalities. They exhaust me so.
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share...
Yavtarma Erom.
Halan Ostolin Town.
Ilem moonlet. Ayolot.
Lomentari. Lungtena peli telume. Ane martir, tindome ingarina fa alme al carua? Fionar elwe afarne nenwen sur orne? Al carua fir nun eldaya, menelume sur Carilm. Vanelin huror soron. Sorne an fameltol. Nullis amanda kill angadur femor. Ane martir.
I shall never forget aught that transpired here, but carry it with me for all time. Such moments are what make an adventure worthwhile.
Salma Arisen.
More Nelawende.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
In my line of business, patience is key.
No one feels safe here.
Fancy a gander? I find good for sale.
Ah, I remember you. What brings you to the encampment? It is a miracle you're still alive, though I dare say that's true of all of us. Oh? You believe we ought to evacuate? Well, you've traveled far indeed to deliver these tidings. Farther, I dare say, than anyone would go for the sake of an idle jest. If we must leave, we shall have to begin preparations at once. But I think we're a bit short on hands to attend to all that must be done. In fact, there's a rather delicate matter that I could use some help with. A blacksmith and his wife dwell on the encampment outskirts. Might you escort them here, so that they can join the evacuation? The smith, Gustava, is a man of good sense, but as for his wife... well, suffice to say, Cleuna has always been a contentious sort. She'd have naught to do with us, given the choice, and isn't likely to take kindly to the arrival of any of my knights on her doorstep. I can only hope that she will be more willing to listen to you, a third party, as 'twere. And while you're taking care of that, I will see to it that the encampment is made ready to depart with all due haste.
Ah, I remember the blacksmith and his lady wife well. I only hope we can convince them to join the evacuation.
It's no great shock to me.
I've been on my feet all day. More must be urged to evacuate.
Let us begin with the place most likely to be marked for destruction.
It seems they bear us ill will! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness! Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
Wish me to return? At once, Master.
I will protect you.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
I shall pin the fiend in place!
Well said.
Well now, whatever brings you here? These are perilous times to be wandering about. You'd have us evacuate with the encampment? I am touched by your kindness, friend, but we'll manage on our own. I couldn't bear to be pressed in among those crowds.
Now, I'll hear none of that. I'll see you to safety, my dear, come hell or high water. Besides, I should hope this good soul has earned your trust by now. Helped me out of a tight spot on more than one occasion, if you'll recall. After all that goodwill and the long trek out here to warn us, we'd seem mighty ungrateful, turning our back on another helping hand extended only in kindness.
Oh, very well, my love, if you insist. It seems we'll be accepting your offer after all, friend. Would you be so kind as to escort us to our destination?
Let us see our charges to the encampment. But be mindful. The path seems much changed since last we walked it.
Mayhap 'twas somewhat overdone, but no matter.
With the port crystal placed, we'll be able to use a ferry stone to return here in an instant.
Would you care to behold a forgotten riftstone? As yet discovered in this world, then follow. For me, it isn't far.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins, I wonder?
Would you find Ser Ernesto and tell him we've arrived? Let him know that we'll wait here till the time comes.
A forgotten riftstone we've not discovered lies nearby. It is this way, as I recall, from my last return.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins, I wonder?
Would you find Ser Ernesto and tell him we've arrived? Let him know that we'll wait here till the time comes.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
Sir, I implore you to reconsider. Surely you can see that the situation is dire.
How many times must I say it? I'll not be ordered about. Not by ye, not by anyone. Now bugger off and leave me alone.
Ah, good. You're back. I'm afraid there's another matter for which I must beg your assistance. It concerns the fellow I was just speaking with. Sir Lamond, his name is. The man's something of a regular at our hot springs. I sought him out to tell him of the evacuation, but he has flatly refused to join us. I must confess, I'm at a loss as to how I might convince him. Could I prevail upon you to try your hand? At this point, methinks anything I say will fall on deaf ears.
Sir Lamond is as mighty as a...
Might I prevail upon you to speak with Sir Lamond? Aught I say is like to fall on deaf ears.
Fancy meeting ye here, cuz. Did you want something? Not this again. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone. Not even ye. Oh, bollocks. Course ye'd make a decent request like that. Aye, fine. I'll do it. Seeing as ye're the one asking. Can't say I'll be glad to leave this place behind, but you've my word. I'll get them to safety.
He seems to have acquiesced. Sir Ernesto will be thrilled to hear it, I'm sure.
I've given ye my word, cuz. Is that not enough? I'll see those knights to safety. So leave off worrying about them.
First assess the field, then...
This headache's driving me up the wall.
I cannot thank you enough for all you've done. We shall fare much better on the road with Sir Lamont's arm to defend us. 'Twill be slow going, mind. We have wounded whom we must accommodate. Yet, come what may, I swear to see them all to safe harbor.
Here's hoping.
There are yet those who seek deliverance from ruin.
We ought to choose. How goes it?
I've got to focus. Shift only just
I could see myself.
Well met. You've pushed your luck too far.
I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
Sir Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Batal to be quarreling amongst themselves. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our common purpose and unite our efforts towards it.
I'll not take that from you.
Ah, Sir Arisen. You are returned, I see. With the world in such disarray, I could not stand to be away from my homeland. Thus did I return, to render what aid I may. I maintain order as best I can, but for every fire I extinguish, it seems 3 more are incited behind my back. But enough of my woes. What brings you here? You wish us to evacuate? Mayhap the idea merits some thought. After all, if we sit on our haunches, 'tis likely only a matter of time before we share the fate of Mel. Alas, the people of Batal are far from united in purpose at present. Should we proceed, unheeding of their divisions, I fear that our efforts would come undone ere long. With every soul at their wits' end, conflict is like to spark at the slightest provocation. As such, before we take any measures, I would have you walk amongst the people, Sir Arisen. Behold their plight with your own eyes. And should you encounter any discord, pray do aught you can to resolve the people's quarrels and assuage their fears. Such efforts will doubtless allow the evacuation to proceed all the more smoothly. As for me, my work here is far from done. Let us part ways for now, and reconvene when you have accomplished all you can.
'Tis no mere tavern brawl we are to mediate, Master. Due caution is advised, methinks.
You have my support.
Haven't you had enough yet?
You're the one who started this.
Stop this nonsense, the pair of you.
That's it. I've had enough. Haven't you had enough yet?
Ah! You're just riding on your father's coattails!
You slander my honor, sir! I demand a duel. This is no business of yours. Be gone!
Now, Nabra, let's not be too hasty. If we are to duel, we ought to have a witness. Otherwise, who's to say the victor fought with honor?
Aye, true enough. Without a witness, either of us could simply kill the other, then disavow the use of any underhandedness. Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task? This knave dared to slight my honor. He said my swordsmanship was hardly fit to wound a training dummy. The bloody nerve of him.
And I'd say it again. 'Twas your dear father's patronage that made you a sentinel, not your own skill.
You have my gratitude, sir. Let us delay no further. Come, Scario. Prepare yourself.
Have at you!
Stay back, lest you get caught in the fray.
You were privy to the goings-on in the Forbidden Magic Research Lab, even among the Batali.
Indeed. And the researchers employed there are as tight-lipped as they come.
Do the people not question its existence? I should like to know more about its activities, if you may.
Steel yourself, and we shall not fall here.
You just wait.
I admit it. I underestimated your skill. The loss is mine.
Nay. 'Twas I who underestimated you. I'd thought to score an easy victory, but you fought fair and capably.
We owe you a debt, sir. 'Tis on your account that we've seen some sense. Were it not for your timely appearance, I'd wager this nonsense might have cost one of us their life.
Indeed. Better to hone our respective skills than take up arms against petty slights, I say.
It seems some things can only be resolved by crossing blades. But I doubt they'll quarrel again after this.
My heart is light as a feather after that exchange.
That's it. I've had enough.
Oi, get back here!
Cease this at once.
Well met.
Oi! I saw it first. Phew, trust a flea-ridden hide to take it all for himself.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is your land.
You there! You couldn't have come at a better time. Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into him. If that's what you think, why don't you mind your own business?
All right, clear off. Pretty words shan't fill our bellies.
You said it's bad to hurt people. Wow! Thanks, sir. Say, Rakim, would you like some? I can't eat all this myself.
Really? Thanks. That's mighty kind of you. If only our fathers could do the same.
Oi, leave my kid alone.
You're not some child snatcher, are you?
Wait, you shared your food with them. Thank you, sir. As for you, Nomos, it would seem we were both but looking out for our children, eh?
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after all. And we both had children fed. We've no reason to quarrel.
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture. It just goes to show, we are none of us so different.
That was certainly worthwhile.
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off without you.
Oi, you! Don't go poking your nose in our business. This is between us.
Aye, leave off or we'll make you.
I refuse to accept this. Go on, hit him harder!
Steel yourself! Interested in my wares?
If you can still hear my voice, all is not lost. Hang in there. You'll pull through.
Steel yourself!
Bye. This one's got thick skin.
You're telling me? I don't think I've got another punch left in me.
Bah. I can't stomach more quarreling after this. It's drained the fight right out of me.
Too right. I've clean forgotten what we were arguing about to begin with, if I'm honest.
This can't be how it ends.
During my time with Lord Phasus, I found myself in a strange state of being. Though my mind was perpetually unclear, I always felt your presence, Master. Full glad am I that we have been reunited.
Yep, that's where our heartening thoughts end. But the world is now...
The citizenry speak highly of your deeds, Sir Arisen. It seems you have made rather an impact. The people of Batal are beginning to see that they must stand together if they are to survive this calamity. We shall see the fruits of your labors when the time comes to evacuate. Methinks we can expect little opposition to the announcement. Pray, return to Empress Nadinia and apprise her of your achievements. I must remain here to ensure no further squabbles arise. Heavens only know how many lives you have saved this day, Sir Arisen. I hope you will accept this humble reward for your efforts.
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought to be willing to commence the evacuation now.
No quarrel here.
Am I truly so powerless?
May the seeds of evil find no nourishment. The person I believe in is myself. May the seeds of evil find no nourishment in me.
Her Majesty has begun her supplications. None may see her ere they conclude.
Stay your hand, Vera. This one may pass. Come hither. We would speak with you. One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city, resolving the people's troubles. You have our gratitude, for it seems your efforts have served to remind the people of this nation of their common purpose. We would present you with this gift, as a small token of our esteem, and wish you good fortune on your journey, wheresoe'er it may take you.
Pray excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but I fear time is upon us. I would see you prepared for the road ahead.
Indeed. Forgive us, but we must take our leave. Farewell.
Back Batal and the rest town are now safely evacuated. I am certain we can rely upon Sir Manella to keep the peace.
A resounding success.
Patrol the back alleys ere the sun falls.
I could see myself having a kip. Hereabouts.
Surely I'm owed you a day off.
I mean, find better pay.
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
There's comfort in the humdrum.
It's been a hard day.
How am I to protect those dearest to me, when the very world is falling apart before my eyes? I refuse to leave my fate to
Oh, what I wouldn't give for a back rub.
Not my kind of place, this.
It's been a hard day.
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this
I like
place.
to come here when I need a minute to think.
This is no place to compose my thoughts.
Come to think of it, have you always pursued your current vocation in your service to the Arisen?
No. I was once a fighter, safeguarding our master with shield in hand.
Twould seem we need not always travel by foot, if novel inventions such as this are to be found.
This seems useful. It would be a shame not to employ it to our advantage.
Not a foe in sight.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day.
gone from bad to worse.
I'd gladly accompany you. Follow me. You'll see what I mean.
Well done, Master!
Tis a jail of sorts, this place. A compound where we set captured pawns to work. They were supposed to be digging up old ruins or some such. I confess, I don't know all of the ins and outs of the operation. Underlings like myself were given orders, and little else, you see.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
Well, here you have it. They've been like this for a month straight now. They refuse to leave. You might as well try talking to a wall. You'd have more luck. I know they don't die like we do, but it seems cruel to abandon them here, all the same. I never wanted to be here, you know, taking part in all of this. The enslavement of pawns doesn't sit well with me. I suppose that's why I can't bring myself to leave them behind. Either that, or the current state of the world helps to put things in perspective. At any rate, I've tried everything I can think of to get them out, but naught's done any good. I'm at rather a loss.
The command came a month ago or more. We are to remain here. And so we remain.
I implore you, Arisen. Take me with you.
So they're staying here because they were ordered to remain. And they told you that, did they? Strange. I couldn't get a word out of them. I wonder why they saw fit to speak with you. But never mind that. More importantly, you've given me an inkling of the problem at hand. 'Twas the Overseer's doing, methinks. When the world changed, that craven up and ran for his life. But on his way out, he used that artifact they call the Godsway to command the pawns to protect him. I expect that order of his is what the pawns were referring to. But why would they continue to obey when the man is long gone? Unless... Listen, friend. I've a thought. What say you have a look around and see what you can turn up? If the Overseer's command is indeed still in effect, it could be that he is lurking somewhere not far from here. Use that key to have a look around. It should open any doors you come across. Best keep your eyes peeled for the Overseer as well. I have a feeling he's still lurking about here somewhere.
Pawns need only obey the true Arisen. I suspect one of those fell artifacts employed at the coronation is at work here.
You have my support. Pray, spirit me from this danger! I am sorry.
Twould seem we've need of a key, but... Oh, what a nuisance. Let us simply break it down.
Nothing short of an ogre could breach that door. We're better off looking for the key.
Will someone not explain what is happening?
In truth, I cannot help but fear what lies ahead. Yet I shall defend our master's world all the same.
Circumstances forbid me from obeying. I pray you understand.
'Twas an honor to lend my curative...
I thank you. 'Tis a great kindness you've shown me.
Well, I'll be. You've gotten him up and moving. How did you manage it? I thought I'd tried everything. Well, I suppose there's no use pondering the why of it. It seems they'll listen to you at any rate. Do you think you can convince them to forget their orders? Once they're free to leave, I can get us all to safety.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
A device of fascinating construction, built to carry freight and people, by the looks of it.
Might we not avail ourselves of its use?
I thank you. 'Tis a great kindness you've shown me. Fate willing, the day will come when our paths cross again.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
Tis an item of exceptional rarity. I cannot wait to tell my own master of its existence.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir.
A door of sturdy make. 'Twill be impassable without the key.
Be on the lookout for a likely-looking key.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny they have their uses.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
the pawns were being held here by the power of this Godsway. Now they ought be free to make good their escape.
Aptly said.
Your letter, sir.
Watch for the hobgoblin! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness!
So, there was naught left of the Overseer but bones, eh? I'll wager he thought to take the pawns with him to the grave. He always was a spiteful old goat. At any rate, I'm well grateful for your aid, friend. Now that the pawns are on their feet, methinks I can get them to safety. I only hope they'll heed my words as they have yours. But I'm not worried. I'll find a way to reach them in time, no doubt. The pawns still seem a bit befuddled.
Rally! Reinforcements have come to aid our foe!
Masterfully done.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack. Pray, spirit me from this danger. My thanks. Pray, spirit me from this danger. I am sorry.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad to assist.
What is it? Has something happened? My word. Isn't this the Godsway? With this, I'll be able to guide the pawns to the refuge without delay. Now there's no chance of any of them being left behind. Seems I've no end of things to thank you for, my friend. I appreciate all you've done here. I'll get the pawns to safety, don't you worry.
With this, their evacuation is all but assured. Godsway.
I thank you.
A well-organized pack is my speciality. The time of our parting is come.
I know precisely when I'm delighted to meet you. I've a knack for gathering items. 'Twas an honor to lend my curative arts to your...
This rumor has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it.
Should you need to communicate in Elf, I hope I can count on you. Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
I'm unsure how best to proceed.
Looking for aught in particular?
Oh, there's something written here.
The same is true of you, is it not? We have faith that you will not abandon...
I'll sleep like a log tonight. I must earn the people's faith.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this one.
armor.
I only polished it this morning.
Will surely heed our earnest prayers.
I'm not risking my life for a...
Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound.
What? Oh. 'Twas but a trick of the light.
Speak your mind if you must, but quickly.
I'm in fine fetting today.
At last, the puzzle begins to take shape.
Doctor focus.
Breadth of knowledge is no less important than depth. Where is my comb? My fur's in a right state.
Might you be looking to enlist? I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
I'm in no hurry to leave. Does life have meaning? Or is aught we do in vain?
Can't help but talking to this.
I'm sure my family is sound.
Feels eerie with no one.
Should I speak your mind if you must, but quickly? I'm frightfully busy.
Now I've lost the thread of my thoughts.
Dull days for us are a sign.
Lonely place, but not without its charms. Does life have meaning? Or is
It is
it
quiet.
in vain?
No hurry to leave.
Oh, but I do miss the luxury of an ox cart now that they're not operating. There really was no finer way to travel.
Will the day ever come when we might employ one again?
Do you mean to leave us here? There's ought to be found there. Can you not see it? Let us ponder how best to proceed.
I know precisely when a curative is...
There, Master! Succubi!
I suppose I'll handle this. "'Tis dark as pitch, Master. Pray, light your lantern afore I trip." We may have underestimated this foe. Time to heal up. Hold, just a moment. I suppose I could use a moment to catch my breath.
This morning is giving me...
Suppose I'd best be heading home.
My knees. Harold brings us headaches, driving me up the wall.
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm
Well
off to the
met.
tavern.
Sooner be home.
Must hold out till someone comes to me.
A device of fascinating construction. Built to carry freight. And people, by the looks of it.
Might we not avail ourselves of its use? "'Tis a ballista arisen."
Ha ha! I can think of all manner of uses for a contraption such as this. I've got a good view of the landscape from up here. Mayhap I'll spot something of interest.
Aught fell from the beast as it... Focus your strength, Arisen!
My thanks. What would I be without you, Arisen?
It moves! Though what impelled it, I cannot say. Go forth, Talos. May you strike down any dragon in your path. You see, Arisen? We have naught to fear from any overgrowth. isn't.
Oh, the statue's size wasn't merely for show after all. But now the statue is broken. A shame, really. And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Since times of eld, remember. Then I bid ye farewell.
You have my fullest confidence. There is a matter I would trust to you. You have my gratitude.
Suppose I'd best get to work. I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
To think Talos would topple our foe! I witnessed the feat with my own eyes, and I can still scarce believe it!
Life's been pretty kind to me, come to think of it.
Lots to do. And precious little time.
got to find more places to buy my stock cheap.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
That's quite enough rumor hunting for one day.
Suppose I'd best get to work.
Living's hard. A dream.
Shall we get some rest then?
Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor. Could it be time's flow has been altered?
It would seem this is no longer the world we know.
But who would affect such a change? And for what purpose?
Just tell me what you need, and I'll see it come again when you've more coin.
A customer, then. That changes
Ta noon with Angor. Finan Tai.